Hello there. We're still on vacation, so we're going to share another one of our favorites. Christina, what did you decide to pick?
Well, you know that I'm a troll, so I figured it would only be appropriate for me to re-release our Skip This song for a no-skip album, meaning this is a song I do not like on an otherwise great album.
Yeah.
And I felt like this was controversial. It was one of the first times we were kind of critical of musicians or musicians that we really liked on our episodes, but I think it was also very fun. We got to talk about some great albums. Please know I love Beach House. We both love Bowie. I hope y'all enjoy this re-release.
And we'll be back Tuesday, September 2nd for a second season of Stereo Thematica. We can't wait. Woo!
Hi, I'm Christina.
And I'm Christine. Welcome to Stereo Thematica.
Music is the heartbeat of our lives and the connective tissue of our friendship. Christine and I met at work in LA, but when I moved to Texas, we started a weekly challenge. Pick a song that fits a chosen theme.
This game opened us to new perspectives on each other and deepened our understanding of the songs that shape our lives. Each week, we recreate the magic of our song exchange on a broader scale.
Hey, nice shirt, Christine.
Nice shirt, Christina. Where'd you get it?
Well, my friend Christine got it for me, and I do love this shirt. I think it's very special to me because, of course, it's our beautiful logo.
Yeah, Stereo Thematica. But yeah, we're playing around with some merch options, and I just love the way our logo looks on the T-shirt. If anyone's interested, let us know, and we'll figure something out soon enough.
Join our cult.
Yes, please.
Christine, did you ever end up listening to that podcast, Lost Notes Groupies?
Yes, I actually did. I listened to like all 8 episodes in 2 days.
It is really good. This is a plug. We're not getting paid, but we are fans.
Yeah, and the other seasons too sound very promising. So I look.
Yeah, I haven't started, but I'm pumped. We love a music podcast.
Oh yeah. There's many. We'll be talking about some of them as we progress.
Speaking of which.
Yeah. Christina, what's the theme this week?
Well, this week's theme is remove the song for a no-skip album, which to me, it seems like, it's very obvious, self-explicable, but how did that land with you when I first floated this idea?
I loved it. I'm notorious for skipping songs that bore me or cause me anxiety. Honestly, the challenge was just finding an album that only had one skip.
True.
But I think I chose well. Anyway, makes up maybe for my instrumental as a radio hit cheat.
That was a little bit of a cheat, but you know what? There are no rules.
No.
Except Christine has some rules that we'll get into later in the podcast because...
Wait, I have rules?
You have more rules than I do, for sure.
Okay, let's I'm curious, but I can't wait to hear the story behind your pick.
Yeah, so I'm with you. There are more albums than not that I think I have multiple skips when I'm listening to them. And I know we've talked on this podcast a lot about like people rarely listening to albums from start to finish. But I think this kind of takes me back to when I was a teen, which is when I would, be driving in my car or the car that my parents let me borrow. And I had a lot of burned CDs or whatever, even though this album is not from them. But, you wanted that perfect album, the one that had no skips, so you didn't have to skip it. You're listening to it all the way through. So that's where I'm thinking, what if you were able to kind of edit the albums and remove one anyway?
And that made sense. No, I thought I love that.
And, it's no judgment on the band. Like they are artists and they have artistic wants and needs. But yeah, this one is, can you help me say this name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to try first?
I'm going to be embarrassed because
Okay.
I feel like whenever I speak French, it comes out country because of my...
But I like that. I like the Louisiana twang.
All right. So I'm going to try it. Le Connu.
It's actually L'Inconnu.
Okay. Thank you.
Like saying L'Inconnu.
L'Inconnu. Yeah, this is by Beach House. It's from their album 7, which I do love this album. It's just like such a cool album, except for that song. And like even when I was picking it, I felt a little bit guilty because I was like, oh, but it can't be that bad. To be honest, I always skipped it because of the opening. And when I went back to listen to it again, I was honestly a little bit angry. Like it was, and I'm so sorry, love Beach House, but this song was like oh my God, I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah, I felt it.
Did you listen?
I did listen to it.
I mean, at one point they're just like counting in French.
I think I didn't even get the first time. I didn't get that far. Yeah, it was rough.
I mean, I didn't feel inclined to give very much like time to this song, but I did want to Google it. What is this song about?
Yeah.
And I'll talk a little bit more. But apparently, this means the stranger.
Mhm.
Was that like?
I mean, it's also unknown, but the stranger makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Begrudgingly, let's play a little bit of the
Okay.
track. So the rest of the album, it's kind of a unique, I don't know if it's unique or not, but for Beach House, it was a little bit of a departure from their kind of general vibe, and it's got a little bit more energy. And yeah, speaking of driving and my no skips, like back when I was a teen, I feel like this is like a perfect album for driving around LA. I can picture myself cruising up PCH, just like sunglasses on, it's so nice out. This album was released back in 2018, so I was probably on the verge of moving back to Houston for the first time.
Yeah, the first time. Well, okay, 2018, because I didn't know you at that point, although I had just started my job, and we did have a crossover. But I remember seeing you and thinking, who is this tall person, taller than me?
L'inconnu.
L'inconnu. The l'inconnu.
I was your stranger. That's so funny. I love that we did have a crossover, but never met. Yeah. I've moved from LA to Houston 2 times. I just love I-10.
You kind of keep coming back. When are you coming back again?
I know, not soon
Anything?
enough. I don't have a trip planned. We'll have to find a reason.
I told you about Air at Hollywood Bowl in September. I think it's September.
And it is probably my favorite venue in LA.
I think it would be fun to see Air there.
It would be. Well, anyway, back to this song, or this album really, because it is pretty interesting. It's a little bit all over the place. I'm curious if you listened to any of the other songs on the album.
Yes, I did. I actually listened to every song.
Wow.
Yes, I didn't listen to all of every song, but I listened to every song. And L'inconnu, horrible. It was hard. Like that, it made me very stressed out. It actually felt like something a yoga cult would chant. Right? Kind of. And then like the other songs, I could see like a few of the songs that you would like. I'm like, oh yeah, I could see Christina liking that.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I did my job.
Thank you. It's good because, I don't want to be judged by a bad song on a good album. So thank you for doing your duty. But yeah, some of my favorite Beach House songs are on this album, like Lemon Glow, which is really funky and like a little, to me, not like a lot of their other library, and then like Drunk in LA, which is fun even just for the name. But yeah, I saw this as like a big growth for this band. And yeah, like I said, I had done a little bit of research. I tried to redeem it. And the funny thing is, while I was researching this, I realized Beach House has, like, of course, they're a little bit dark, very moody. Yeah. And they have a lot of songs that are very like just depressing and about like very depressing topics, sad things. So it did not surprise me that this song title, at least if they're alluding to it, is about the story of a young French woman who was pulled out of the Seine. And they said there were no visible signs of harm, so they suspected suicide, but they said she was so beautiful. They took a death mask of her face, and many copies were made and hung on the walls of artists and bohemians in Paris. So anyway, they named her L'Inconnue de la Seine. How did I do?
Yeah, you L'Inconnue de la Seine, yeah.
Thank you. Have you heard about this? Like,
I have not heard this story until you're telling me it now, but it kind of makes sense within the context of the song. Maybe that's why it's like, it's doing the thing of songs I skip, dysregulation. Like I feel dysregulated when I listen to it.
I'm with you. It's like a little bit of, it's jarring enough that you can kind of feel like, ugh, what's going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, to wrap up this element, I love that there's some weird numerology surrounding this album. So like I said, it's Beach House's 7th album. The album is called 7, which is maybe not super original, but it was released on February 14th. 2018 to 2/14. 2 divided by 14 is 7.
Uh-huh.
And this album brought their catalog to 77 songs at the time. Any thoughts on numerology?
Well, I think that's really cool. And, I've been kind of mired in Dante's Inferno since July. So it's kind of all about the numerology in a way, not all about, but parts of it. I'm really not a numbers person.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, math, does it stress you out?
Yes. Yeah, big time.
But I love patterns, and I'm fascinated by the golden ratio and Fibonacci sequence, and the structure of Dante's Divine Comedy is numerologically interesting. So, I'm not really into using numerology to predict things, but anything is possible, I guess. I'm a pretty open-minded person. I mean, I'm an Aquarius, so.
Oh, I always forget you're an Aquarius.
Not that I believe in that.
Well, as a Pisces, I actually recently saw something online that said the Pisces most likely to be killed by an Aquarius.
Uh-oh.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Fibonacci, did I ever tell you about my idea for the perfect nachos? Fibonacci.
Oh my God.
They're arranged in the...
Very cool.
Come on, dude. Trademark.
I love it. Okay.
Tostitos reach out.
That sounds good. Now my stomach is growling.
All right. Well, y'all can see which is the intellectual of this pair. Christina's reading Dante. I am dreaming up perfect nachos. This is a perfect. Yes. I love our
It's all about balance.
Collaboration. Exactly. All right. So I am dying to know, what was your pick?
So my almost perfect album is Hunky Dory, Bowie's fourth studio album released in 1971. This is my favorite Bowie album, though my favorite Bowie song is Starman on Bowie's next album, but we'll get to that another time. Christina, what's your favorite Bowie album? I know you got to have one.
Yeah, and I think Hunky Dory is so high up there. When I think about the Bowie albums that I've listened to the most, I have to say Low. Probably because I have it on vinyl, but also because there's so many good songs on there. However, it also has a lot of skips because on side B, it just goes off the rails.
Yep.
So
starting with Warsaw.
Yes, 100%. But Sound and Vision, one of my favorite songs. And Hunky Dory is so good. When you picked this, I was like, duh. And maybe I can find it. But one time, a long time ago, you texted me, and this was way before we ever even talked about having a podcast. You said Hunky Dory was in your perfect album. So you were already setting the stage for this. However, my favorite part of that was you said Hunky Dory.
I'm always screwing it up.
Well, it's easy. Probably the phone corrected it.
Yeah,
for you.
no, I'm sure.
But I'm oh my God, what if someone remade this with honks?
No, I know I have mistyped it many times.
Yeah, but no, it's such a good album. Some of my favorite Bowie songs, like Queen Bitch. Kooks is actually probably my favorite.
No, I know. It's so good. I mean, okay, before we get to my skip pick, which is on the B side, let's revel for a moment about how sublime the A side is.
Yes.
I mean, you mentioned Kooks. It's so cute. It's just the silliness of it. It was actually, I think, written for his son.
That makes sense.
Of course, it starts off with Changes, Oh You Pretty Things, 8-line poem, which just so perfect. That one I can just listen to over and over again. Life on Mars, classic. And then, and by the way, Life on Mars, actually a parody of Frank Sinatra's My Way.
What?
Yeah, but I have a feeling we'll get to that I really have a feeling we will probably go into depth on each of these songs for various themes in the future.
Oh, for sure. I was thinking because of, I know how you love movies. Did you end up watching Licorice Pizza?
I did, yes.
There's a good scene with Life on Mars and Licorice Pizza.
Yeah. Not a perfect movie, but I do like that scene.
No, it's a very weird movie. I can't even say that I liked it, but I did like that scene. Anyway, back to the
Side
beauty
A.
of Side A.
Side A, finally Quicksand. Probably it is my favorite song on the album. It's probably the closest to my worldview. And I know we'll get to a theme probably on worldviews, songs that represent our worldview at some point. So I don't want to get too much into Quicksand now, but I love that.
I'm glad I can redeem myself for theme song versus worldview. Not that I'm saying I totally need, just because your theme song was very like, this is me. And mine was like, la da da.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm excited. I'm going to go listen to Quicksand when we log off.
It's pretty dark. But so the B-side, okay. Open Strong with Fill Your Heart.
Love that one.
And interestingly, it's the only track on the album not written by Bowie, but by two Americans, Biff Rose and the legendary singer-songwriter Paul Williams. And of course, like Paul Williams is responsible for so many hits, Rainbow Connection, An Old-Fashioned Love Song, We've Only Just Begun. But I don't want to say too much about Paul Williams either, because first, his song is not the subject. And I picked this song for another theme, which we'll eventually get to and get into. But I have to add that one of the things that makes this album so nearly perfect is the solace that Fill Your Heart provides for the philosophical darkness of Quicksand.
Oh.
Does that make you want to listen to Quicksand even more?
Yeah, absolutely.
And really closely.
I think so, especially because Fill Your Heart is very, beautiful, cheery. And I actually had to re-listen to it after, I think you and I were talking about it at work one day. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, it became in regular rotation for me.
Nice. So the song I usually skip unless I'm listening to it on vinyl, Andy Warhol. Oh my God. The track opens with these anxiety-provoking electronic tones, and in the background you can hear the famous producer Ken Scott say, Andy Warhol, take one, and Bowie repeatedly corrects him. Actually, that part's kind of cute.
Yeah.
This is Andy Warhol, and it's take one.
It's Warhol, actually.
What did I say?
Hull. It's Hull. As in hulls.
So, Christina, you a fan of this one?
Not really. I have to say, no offense, I don't really love the song for Bob Dylan either. Song to Bob Dylan. I mean, there is something a little bit odd about it. Don't get me wrong, but there is something that feels a little self-gratuitous about being like, I'm writing songs, I'm friends with these people. Like, of course they are, but it feels like, we get it, you're famous, like, you're hanging out with rock stars and super cool pop artists. I know that's mean of me.
No, I think that makes sense for sure. I think it's interesting though that just putting it into context with Bob Dylan, and then after that is Queen Bitch, which that is such a bop, so great.
Yeah.
But so he's got 3 tribute songs to Americans on the B-side. And like you, I'm not a fan of the Bob one. I think it's kind of cute. We've talked about this before. I love Bob Dylan. So I do appreciate the song to Bob Dylan, song to Woody. Like by now, everyone should have seen the Bob Dylan movie.
Oh, not me.
Oh, well. Anyway,
Sorry.
he opens strong. Timotei opens strong with this song, and the song to Woody, singing it to him in the hospital. And I kind of lost it a little bit then.
Aww.
So I appreciate that aspect. But yeah, it's a skipper for me if I'm like listening in my car or something.
Uh-oh. That's 2 skips.
But no, it's no. Okay. I take that back. I take that back. I do love it because I love Bob Dylan.
Yes.
So I
Okay,
can't.
I know.
So while I might skip it, I appreciate it. How about that?
Can I ask, have you ever skipped a song because you love it so much you don't want to overplay it?
Yes.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. No, I definitely do that. Yes. Maybe we have to do a theme on that.
We should talk about that on our next episode.
Okay.
I do. It's like a weird, it's like when, I don't know about you, but like when you save your favorite thing on your plate to eat last.
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know if you do that, but that's like, if there's something I love, I just gotta savor it, whatever. Sometimes I'll skip a song because I can't listen to it too much. It has to remain magical.
Well, yeah, our next episode, I think, will cover this for sure. Because as much as I have done that, I think I'm more of the like overplayer, like can't stop. But anyway, I should clarify that when I listen to the record, like the vinyl, I will listen from start to finish and just lie on the floor and become one with the album. And when Andy Warhol comes on, I'll probably go to the bathroom or get a drink of water. I mean,
That's
it's
good.
and it's a short album.
Yeah.
And it's not even like Andy Warhol is a horrible song. I just get dysregulated from the electronics at the beginning, and it's hard to recover from that, you know?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So
No, I'm with you.
what are your music habits?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, lately I've been listening to just a lot of like playlists. Like I'll pick out a song that I'm really in the mood for on Spotify, and then I'll ask Spotify to create like a radio station. But more and more I've been trying to like, I don't know, my memory is bad, so I've been trying to get back into like music that I really loved when I was like younger, music that made me feel something. And that's where I think the No Skip album is, you know, it's coming back for me. Like it's been fun doing this to research. Lately though, I would say I'm listening to music with a lot more intentionality. So hearing you laying on the ground to listen to the record is pretty cool, just because that's how Bowie would want you to listen.
I think I mean, I don't know, probably
Maybe at least
also,
for
like,
the first time.
Yeah, for the first time, but like I will do that. That's my experience. I prefer to be alone, just be on the floor, nothing else going on, and really like lose myself. But not losing myself in Andy Warhol.
That's allowed.
Yeah. So Bowie actually wrote this song for Dana Gillespie, the English actress and singer. They had a thing for about a decade.
Wow.
But her version was released in 73. We'll put that in our show notes. And I do prefer Bowie's version. It's got that kind of, you know, cool acoustic guitar riff, but the chorus is pretty rough.
Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on my wall. Andy Warhol, silver screen, can't tell them apart at all.
In an interview, Bowie said that when he first met Warhol, he played it for him and he hated it. He was like, oh, okay. And then just walked away. And Warhol was a hero to Bowie, so he obviously didn't mean to insult him.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Have you ever insulted any heroes indirectly?
Ooh, heroes. I don't know.
Or like people you admire.
Oh, for sure. Unfortunately. Yeah. It's usually like when you're, you know, had too many drinks and you say something.
Oh,
dumb.
yeah.
But I can't expose myself that way.
No, it's bad. Yeah, usually I've done it at book events a couple of times where I think I'm being complimentary and then I just kind of like say something.
I can see that with you.
Yeah,
for sure.
no, I know I do.
No
I
offense.
blurt things out sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, so despite being insulted by the song, they eventually, I guess, became friends. I think Bowie had on these yellow Mary Janes, and Warhol, like as a shoe fetishist, loved them. So that was something they were able to like talk
Bond
about.
over.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
Have you seen the Basquiat film, 1996?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I haven't seen it since 1996, but Bowie played Warhol.
Oh, cool.
And it's worth checking out for that. I don't know if that is Bowie's best role.
You know, I'm going to fight you on it.
Well, you love Labyrinth.
That's
I have
right.
to say, Christina, have you seen The Hunger?
No.
Oh, vampire movie, I think around
With
1980. Yes.
Whoa, I've never even heard of it.
Oh my God. Susan Sarandon, Catherine Deneuve.
What? And Bowie?
Yes.
Wow. No, I need to watch this.
Now I'm like doubting myself.
No, what if you had a fever dream and you made that up?
No, it's 100%. You got to check that out.
I will
Especially if
definitely
you
watch
kind
it.
of like vampire movies.
Well, I do.
Okay. Oh my
I
God.
love vampires.
Okay, good. So you gotta watch that.
Nice.
But getting back to the album, I think with the trilogy of tributes to the three American pop culture icons, like that's kind of an interesting way to populate the majority of the B-side. And then you've got the opening written by two Americans. And then it ends with such an intense song, the Bewley Brothers. Are you familiar? I mean, is it like, can you remember how that goes?
Not really.
It's pretty intense.
Okay.
But Bowie told the producer, Ken Scott, he's like, don't pay attention to the lyrics. This track is for the American market because the Americans always like to read into things. And he was referring to the whole like Paul is dead hoopla with the White Album. So I don't know. I find that interesting that the whole like B-side is kind of like not catering to Americans, but there is something very American about it.
I mean, he was probably spending a lot of time in the U.S. Like,
he was.
It seems like if you wanted to be like all those those British invasion guys. Like where were they invading?
Exactly.
The US.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. And I can see what a fun opportunity it would have been to go and, I don't know, hang out in the Chelsea Hotel with whoever,
Yeah.
Bob Dylan,
Lou
Andy
Reed.
Warhol, and Lou
I know.
Reed, and then be on the Sunset Strip. And yeah,
No, I know.
that is cool. And
Fun times.
a nice
Those
tribute.
70s.
It's nice to learn a little bit more about these albums, especially because sometimes, like, I know for me, just like a lot of passive listening. I haven't done the Lay on the Floor, listen to this album.
No,
but
I mean,
think
it's
I
hard
will.
sometimes. I don't get to do it all the time. I'd like to do it at least once a week, but not always available mentally.
I think the good news is we are each allowed to have such a different interpretation of each song and album that even if we skip them, someone else might love them. Because, the funny thing is, my song, when I was trying to look up some research about it, I found like a Reddit thread where a bunch of people were like, this is the best song on the album. I love this. It's the most beautiful. It's so haunting, whatever. I'm like, damn, we could not disagree more.
I know. I saw that too.
That is the beauty of like personal preference.
Yep. So let us know if you love Lancôme or love Andy Warhol and tell us why.
And also, we are adding these to the playlist, even though I feel like it's kind of going to mess up our Spotify.
Can we asterisk it?
Yeah, we could asterisk. It could be your skip. Oh my gosh, what if people have their skip song on our playlist? That'll be a fun one to do.
Oh my God,
episode 100 or something.
Yep.
Well, I think that's it for this week's episode. Christine, do you want to give us a preview of what we'll be talking about next week?
It's going to be perfect.
Beautiful. Thanks for listening to Stereo Thematica. If you enjoyed what you heard, please rate or review us and share with a friend.
And please subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss an episode, and follow us on Instagram where you can share your favorite album, minus that one song.
And visit stereothematica.blog for more fun.